Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Pretty Aggressive. My name is Julia and I run Pretty Aggressive Recovery Coaching. I help people who have been raised in toxic environments or with adverse childhood experiences learn how to thrive in this life, because simply surviving is bullshit. Today I wanted to do a review of a course I just got certified in. So this is the International Sports Sciences Association Transformation Specialist Coaching course. This is offered as an extra course for people who are personal trainers and to learn how to address the thoughts, feelings, behaviors, motivations, and challenges our clients face when trying to reach their physical health goals, such as weight loss, diet change, or even just getting to the gym on a regular basis. Now, I am a certified personal trainer, and this course would be extremely helpful for anyone who is a personal trainer. But what I use this knowledge base for actually is emotional recovery. Before I even took this course, I've been using basically all of these methodologies with my clients to help them uncover their unhealthy thought patterns, change their habits, and find ways to commit to those new habits for things that have absolutely nothing to do with physical wellness and everything to do with emotional, spiritual, and mental wellness. So I just want to go through section by section what this course actually offers, because the strategies in this course are so significant that I firmly believe they should become a designated mandatory high school course that every young adult should take, just like sex ed or phys ed class. Because those things started getting offered in the public school system because they understood that a lot of the time at home, people weren't learning the right things. And just like if someone's raised in a toxic or abusive environment, these are things that they will not learn. And I think that they should be implemented in the public school system. So the explanations and understanding of how our minds work and how we can successfully make changes for ourselves in our lives can be groundbreaking for someone raised in an abusive home or environment with low nurturing. So let's dive in. So the first section of this course goes over the stages of change and how to identify what stage of change someone is in, from either not ready to pre-action to maintaining change. Then it goes over ways to either help or inspire, sometimes even nudge someone further along that process, or help them double down on staying the course and not slipping up on changes they've already made, hence maintenance. Next, this course goes over what's called motivational interviewing. So this is the most significant section because it uncovers ambivalence. Understanding ambivalence is key. This is a state people get stuck in when they know what they should be doing or what they want to be doing, but their thought patterns hold them back. This is what we're talking about when we say things like getting in our own way. It's about understanding biases, realistic expectations, finding your higher purpose or your drive in life. This section teaches a trainer how to help their client have these conversations. But what I want people to know is that if you know how to have these conversations with someone else, you can have these conversations with yourself. This is a huge tool for recovering and moving into a thriving mindset. Self-awareness. So the next section is labeled the drawing in process, which I think was actually a poor choice considering what this chapter actually goes over. It sounds a little bit salesy, but it's actually one of the most significant parts of becoming who we want to be. So this section should actually be called Becoming the Icon, in my personal opinion. It goes over self-discipline, mind conditioning, developing motivation, and where fears come from, and the fundamental psychology elements that put people on either side of the line between fit and unfit. But it directly relates how passionately a trainer following this path directly influences how successful their client can be, simply by setting a good example in their own lives. So Andy Frisella, if you don't know him, look him the fuck up, explains that you being the best person you can be elevates the lives of every single person around you, simply by you setting an example of having a passion for being a better person every day. Figure it out. Which leads us into the next section, positive psychology. It goes over the differences between optimism, pessimism, hope, and learned helplessness. I cannot stress enough how important this knowledge is. This section uses the research of and findings of Martin Seligman, who authored the book Learned Optimism. I won't go into this too much, but I will say that I read this book in first year university. It is one of the most impactful books I have ever read, especially after being raised in a toxic environment, which is the birthplace of pessimism and learned helplessness. This section is the crash course on how to assess a person's level in these mindsets and how to go about cultivating an increase in optimism and hope, supplemented by identifying personal strengths. The next and largest section is commitment strategies. This is the largest section by far, as it should be. It is packed full of the psychology behind why it is so hard to make commitments and keep them. It also goes over a huge list of tools to help us keep them. What is most important for people to understand is that these tools are taught to help people stop yo-yoing their dieting or keep making progress in their workout routine, but they can also be applied to emotional growth commitments, like responding to your kids with more patience and empathy, or not sabotaging all of your romantic relationships, or building better sleep routine habits. These are key in rewiring your brain from surviving to thriving, and the knowledge base I use most to help my clients recover from their damage. The last chapter in this book is called Flow and Experience Sampling. This is where the line would be drawn between my work of recovery coaching and move into life coaching. People who find flow are those who are consistently able to live in a thriving mindset. The state of flow is characterized by intense and focused concentration on the present moment, a merging of action and awareness, and a feeling of oneness. This is a place of peak performance in whatever you're doing. So either athletics or writing or cooking, etc. An important part of this chapter covers what gets in the way of being able to achieve flow. Lo and behold, most of them are the types of toxic coping mechanisms we develop when raised in a suboptimal environment, such as addiction, stress, self-doubt, perfectionism, and being obsessively risk-averse. So the final words on ISSA's Transformation Specialist Coaching course. Schools should throw out half of their mandatory curriculum and replace it with this course. That's it. I am so proud to be certified as a transformation coach from ISSA and can say I use 99%, if not 100% of this training with my recovery coaching clients. It was the whole reason I took this course, was so that I could double down on both my skill set, my knowledge, my tools, and my legitimacy in offering my clients the best services I can to help them change their lives. So that's it for this week, kids. Please share this video for anyone you think who could use it. Please find me at www.prettyaggressive.net, on Facebook or Instagram at prettyaggressive_official. And you can also find me on my podcast that I do with my girlfriend Claire on Spotify and anchor.com, #enlightenedbitches, the actual symbol, a hashtag symbol, enlightenedbitches. We just put out a new episode today and it's on parenting and recovery. Have a look. Please put out into the world what you wish to see. I love you all and have a great weekend.